Did we do it?
Yeah,
We did it.
Hello, internet.
I'm sure that this
we're
time I
great.
did not hit the thing to change the title because I was just clicking confirm like 6 times in a row, and I think that I clicked through the screen. So we're whatever the stream title was for 11th Ornament on Sunday,
We're in it.
What, Dwellers in the Deep or something?
something like that.
Deeper than deep? So deep?
No, neither those things. But good after evening. No, it's just evening. Good during evening. There we go. That's what it.
Yeah. A whole another way to say that.
We are gonna go ahead and get started a little bit late, but still earlier than I think we've started so far.
We're early, baby.
For this week's episode of a Strixhaven story, as I've just decided that's what the general name of this is. And would anyone like to kind of give a recap of last week, especially for while anyone watching who might want to know?
I've got it. I've got it.
There's definitely somebody who's playing who might not know.
I've got it.
Nothing illegal happened the entire
What is
time.
this?
All
Frog
we did
Boy.
This is Frog, right?
was some honest, good-natured betting
So
related
frogs became
to
frogs.
amphibian races.
And more specifically, frogs became big frogs.
So we were at the Fire Jolt Cafe, and we were listening to my favorite person in the whole world play her instruments. And when she finished playing her instruments, her name's Aurora, by the way, Aurora Winterstar. When she finished playing her wonderful instruments, we noticed that there was some betting, some friendly sports betting happening behind the piano pit.
Sports betting's legal.
Some friends of sports betting is legal, and some friends of ours, including a man named Trip, who once saved from a horrendous mimic attack, were all betting on the outcome of a toad or frog race. I didn't quite catch the taxonomy of the amphibians in question, but I do know that they were small and green and could jump. And
Only one of them was green.
they were small. Okay, touche. They were multicolored. And as the race was coming to an end, with much sabotage had by many people in the crowd, who shall not be definitively chance named.
I was not the sole saboteur. Also, I complied to the letter of the rules. Specifically, he said you cannot use magic to push your frog along. No one said I couldn't use magic to grab other people's frogs and pull them back.
And so the issue that came up when the race came to a close was that the frogs got huge out of nowhere, and we had to put them
I
down.
had spent all my spells.
Hey, you see,
all of
Finn had already spent all his spells cheating at the race earlier.
It was not
We
cheating.
didn't have them
I
for
was
the combat with the big dangerous monsters.
I also spent all my bardic inspirations on my frog.
It's true.
So you can imagine how this fight could have been potentially problematic. Oh, but me and Garrus made up, because we came to an agreement on the worst guy is actually a guy that I don't like already.
Quintilius.
Nope.
A fella named... Nope.
It's not Quintilius?
Nope.
It's
No, Quintilius is our friend. He's my friend. Our friend.
Malfoy.
Francis.
Oh,
Francis
Francis.
Steele.
Right.
Yeah.
Of-
I
from
didn't
the-
put that in
Oh,
my
the
notes.
asshole from the
I
swordplay
guess I'll-
club.
We-
No, he was in the swordplay club. He
He-
just happened to beat him handily.
Like Francis.
From Deadpool.
This is
Not
this
AJ.
was- he actually was an asshole this time.
Yes, he tried to come in and steal our kill. He was like, "I'll show you how it's done," and just like, "Oops," and like
Oh, you.
whiffed.
And they did very poorly.
Yeah, he really made an ass of himself.
And then Garrus got him back by when he killed one of the frogs. He like sprayed Francis with the ichor from the frog.
Also me, don't forget about that.
Yeah, Drex also got covered in frog ichor. And
Frog
AR
ichor.
unveiled his anime style transformation when he played the songs. It's called Act 2.
I was about to say, don't you dare forget the anime opening.
'Cause he's got an anime transformation sequence whenever he goes into Blade Song.
Uh-huh.
I
That's it,
too
caught up.
transform anime like when I go into
Oh, we
Blade
did
Song.
determine that. Yeah, we did determine that whatever made the frogs big, whatever chemical they put in the water that turns the frogs gay, was the same chemical they put in the water to turn the mimics into. You guys don't watch Infowars?
Reference.
I got some looks. I was like,
That's a
Whoa,
deep internet reference there,
Yeah, this
bud.
is- yeah.
Wait,
You have to get
Infowars?
people to sign waivers before you say stuff like that.
Wait, Sid, have you really not heard that ever?
They're putting chemicals in the water and it's making the frogs gay.
You know the man who
No.
accidentally leaked his text messages to the opposing
I
side of the
am-
courtroom?
I am
He-
familiar with the entire legal troubles that this gentleman is going through. I just didn't. I know what Infowars is. I just didn't know this particular nugget
Of information.
of information. That was actually a Freud. That was actually perhaps not Freudian. That was entirely accidental. I did not know that little nugget.
We're
of
getting
information.
demonetized. Ladies and gentlemen,
We weren't monetized before. Also,
no
you can
chance.
say whatever the fuck you want on Twitch.
Twitch.
No, you can't.
No, you really can't, actually. Bezos hates
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry, Daddy Bezos. Give us our money back, please.
We weren't making any money. Also, you can curse on Twitch. I should say.
What is...
But you can't say the
No.
word simp though. Like again, we don't have enough people that it matters.
Can't
but
say what word?
simp
Simp.
Can't call somebody a simp.
because
It's because too many girls were selling their bathwater, and now
Yeah.
they can't call their simps
Bell
because
bell
their
fiend.
simps got offended.
no, I thought it was really because the people were actually calling like the Twitch actual Twitch people simps for those same people. It was them who.
Oh,
were
that
buying
very
the
well could be the
bathwater.
case. I'm just making uninformed, illegitimate jokes, just like Alex Jones.
Hey, bringing it full circle. So, whatever that chemical was that turned the frogs gay, that's the chemical that made the mimics happen, and something conspiratorial is happening that's making
Oh yeah, conspiracy. I
monster.
like it.
Conspiratorial, for
And
sure.
the-
It's a mystery. I bet if we could figure out how to get past Fluffy, we could figure out.
The next 7 obstacles, and when really you only need the one at
Yeah.
the end, because only Harry Potter could get through it.
Interesting.
I don't know who
Wait,
this
what?
is, but yeah, probably something like that.
Are you suggesting that Rowling might have been a less than stellar plot writer?
Are you telling
No,
me?
actually,
she
that,
wrote, like, a good children's book. That's what I would suggest. But it's also a children's book, and you should acknowledge that.
Touche.
In fact, it's pretty good for that idea of what it is. But that's whole other whole other story here on here. The reason that
Yeah, we can
Mafia is
defend.
not
Yeah, we
involved-
can defend her work without defending her.
Yeah.
The reason
I like
Wagner
that
has
world.
entered the chat.
the reason that Mati was not involved. The reason that Mati was not involved
Uh-huh.
is because well, they were small frogs, and I assumed just kind of have input
Yeah.
the fear that you're an elephant, so you don't like really small things.
I
Like
am
mice.
Like
terrified.
Yeah,
Actually,
you didn't say it out loud, but everyone heard it when you said like, "No, I'm good." And you said it twice.
We like look at the
And then
frogs, look at
Found
Matsuya.
some friends to stay with. I also so yeah, they bet on some frogs, and then yeah, they got big. One got real big. That is the one that Garrus killed and disemboweled and squirted a black oily substance upon the two like he did.
Oh no, does this mean that Drex is gonna get big?
Sea songs?
No, please. Anything but being big.
Oh,
A giant goblin is
Gary,
just
you
a
have some
regular.
kind of music playing in the background.
sorry.
That's
Uh,
okay. I just want to let you know that it is coming through.
One of the things that I've not really emphasized because I didn't think about it until this week is that one of the like the tables all have a kind of a muffling effect. Like that's so it can get kind of rowdy in there without being rowdy to other tables and things. It's a good. That seems like a thing that a coffee shop would have, a magical coffee shop.
Yeah.
would have.
It's a good thing we took all the tables and threw them against the walls, so we
I
wouldn't have
forgot.
that kind of protection.
I used the catapult spell on some dude's textbook.
Hey, so what's the general vibe in the cafe now that
Oh, yeah. We're.
I also used like Thunderwave, I think, or like something.
Oh yeah.
Loud.
Oh yeah. It only gently muffles. It is not silent. It is not like a you're not in a silent room. It is
Silent
like
library.
Just a soft muffle for each individual section.
That's a
so
lot
yeah.
of police officers.
There's not yet.
No, there's like
30 cop cars here.
Turn around slowly.
Get out of that, Jim.
Just
Don't
kidding.
run away.
No, but
Whatever
really,
you do,
though,
never make a U-turn when you see the police, because they don't like that.
I wonder why.
Especially if it's like a checkpoint.
Remember, kids, never run from the police.
oh,
No,
somebody
no,
ran
actually
into
go
a
ahead and do
building.
that. That's fine.
Somebody literally put their car inside of a house.
Oh.
I do that sometimes. I don't want to get out.
Well, not even in a garage sense, but they tried to use the front door like a gentleman, and
They tried to use the front door like a gentleman.
I too like to use the front door like a gentleman.
Like a G6?
Not this again.
sorry. Continue. That was just a lot of blue.
I think that concludes our wrap-up. We are, Finn is wondering who's gonna pay him since he won this race.
So
looking around.
we're getting we're getting to this. You guys have now defeated these giant frogs. There is kind of a group breaking around you. Yep, go ahead.
We did not. Did we mention that the black ichor that came from the frogs matches the black ichor from the mimics?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
I did a whole Alex Jones bit about it.
Yeah, it may have gotten lost.
That's where the Alan Jones bit came in.
Water turns frogs gay, turns frogs
chemical.
big, turns mimics.
In the waters that turn the
So
frogs.
There's a really good remix of that. Hold on, I'll find it. Don't worry.
I'm worried.
Don't even worry.
we will join our group as we left them. As you hear a voice coming from the door, the direction of the door. Everyone can make a history check. Aylar, you don't need to.
I'll refrain.
Because you auto-fail.
Oh, no,
Ah, damn it.
Can someone make a history check for Ahmad?
I got you.
I rolled a 15.
It's a high number.
Would you mind doing one for me too?
I got you.
Wait, I know what to do.
You can just play your characters too, guys. Don't worry about it.
Amon got a.
I'm going to be making the. Hey, cool.
Veronica got a 5.
I am reloading. It seems that I'm broken in some way.
I
I'm
know.
muting myself so I can transition.
We're here for you.
Hey, Cat.
Nope.
Yes? Yes?
Can I close Minecraft?
Yeah, I guess.
You weren't in a server anyway, so.
Alright. So.
You can just roll one for me for now.
Okay. Yeah, you are joining your friends. You're not. There's people pushing away. You know where they were, and you heard a thunder clap, and are now concerned. You rolled a 16.
Wow.
Plus 1.
Yeah, I was about to say that's impressive.
Will,
Yes,
your music is set to not loop, by the way.
it is.
We have been through.
I just changed
Okay.
the music. I literally just changed the music.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah, that was it. That's what
Unacceptable.
We've been listening to that same thing for the past 3 sessions, so I decided to play something different.
That's what was so jarring to me.
This is not Fire Jolt music.
Change is scary and
I
bad.
have not found good tavern music in this. In the thing that I have installed. Oh, there's a tavern section. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Perhaps
Cat's
you
home.
can find some good tavern music.
It's pretty good.
There's literally there's 2 options.
Oh, do you have Ivan Dooch
No.
Ducks, or do you have Tavern, tabletop RPG music?
Probably that one.
Well, hey, the next time we meet, the next time we meet, 2 times from now, will be my birthday.
Oh hey.
I noticed that it was going to fall, it was perfectly sequenced to be on my birthday.
Oh yeah. Got some classic. What does this bring back? This was I was using this very prevalently in the Moonshine Islands.
Yeah.
When you guys were there.
Is that a pipe?
This? No, it's an arcane device of alchemical, magical nature that I use as a prop when I play my investigator alchemist in Pathfinder at the same time next week, and every other week thereafter. But it uses the heat from your ham.
It's boobly.
Yeah, you can't tell, but it bubbles because it's green. And my background's green. Anyway, no, it's a children's toy, Cameron. What would I need a glass pipe for? What would you even use that for?
Anyway, anyone that rolled above a 10,
Did I roll above it?
yes, I don't know. You didn't. You didn't. Did you roll above a 10? I don't know.
I was told not to roll.
Oh, you're right. You're good. Yes, you reckon you. Yes, you auto succeed. You know this
Yeah.
voice. You all know this voice. If you roll above a 10, it is the voice of the. I didn't set it to repeat. Oh yeah, I did. It's just very short.
Yeah.
And quiet for the last 20 seconds.
Oh no, we've had it the whole time.
It's good.
It's also very short.
But it just got quiet.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
I got no music.
I believe you, Sid, because I see you dancing. You could.
I could
also
dance
do
to no
it.
music.
Anyway.
I but I wouldn't.
This
I got
is
music.
the voice of Alina Tanglewood, who is the proprietor of the Fire Jolt Cafe.
Oh shit.
Can you spell her name, please?
Ellina.
Yeah. Great
Her
work.
last name
for
was
giving
what?
notes, Jared.
Tanglewood. Like the words tangle in wood.
Uh-huh. Okay, got it.
Those are good words.
There's some words. Hey, my music just stopped.
So Alar's gonna like kind of
Please
glance
don't
around.
stop the music.
Yeah, no, she comes in, and she is about, I don't know if I can ping, because I've not been able to ping at all. Right where my name is, if you see on Foundry. If you're not in Foundry, then she's by the... Fuck, I don't know why it doesn't like me, except for my mouse sucks.
Where's Will?
I'm pinging.
Oh, Game Master. Yeah.
So yeah, she is coming. She had not been here, as Alar could tell you, but she was coming. She was out, and she has returned, and she's making her way from the entrance past the bar to the large group of people where all the furniture of the room has been pushed aside, of people who are also pushing past her. She actually has your friend Francis caught and by the shoulders, the scruff of his shirt, and is walking over. What is going on in my cafe?
I'm gonna bow deeply and... Ma'am, I am terribly sorry. I regret to inform you I found some ruffians here betting on frog races. And before my very eyes, before I could even break up the ring, the frogs grew to tremendous size and began attacking the passerby. Thankfully, my friends here, all of whom saw this happening as I did, jumped in and helped me defeat them, and everything's under control now.
I do believe it was Francis who may have instigated the betting.
I believe that's correct.
I think, and once they grew to tremendous size, Francis attempted to run away, and I attempted to go after him, but the frogs grew to such ginormous size and began attacking that I was required to defend myself, and in the process, I believe he got sprayed. That would be why the back of him is covered in ichor and not the front.
And that's why the front of me is covered in ichor and not my back. Because I was helping.
I believe the evidence speaks for itself. Right, Finn?
Oh, yes. Yes. Very evident.
Okay.
And Mana's trying very hard to not say anything and not be seen at all.
Okay. So I will let Finn give the help action there.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'll let you give the help action. You definitely didn't don't get to roll, but between Alar and Garrus, one of you make a deception check with advantage. You guys.
Deception? Oh no! I guess we all.
Oh.
Would
Yeah,
you like
should
me?
have,
I'm relatively charismatic.
I get a big old goose egg to this. So
Yeah,
if you want to roll
I
this.
definitely have a modifier, and frankly, I'm the best looking person in the group. So, of course, they'll believe me.
I'm the
That's
best looking goblin
also
in this
how.
group.
That's also definitely how deception works.
Sure, exactly.
Hey, people are happy to believe a pretty strange.
Wow. With advantage.
This is why I'm
Yes,
playing
with
players
advantage,
on
I roll an 8
decide to roll.
because it's not okay. It's never okay for me to just have a character that's cool. It's just not allowed. I'm not allowed to have one.
Yeah.
Oh, Jerry.
I'm a little hurt
It's
by
really
it.
funny.
I'm hurt. It's hurt right here. Right here. It
Are you
just-
referring
with-
specifically to how Alucard is constantly falling over and failing deck saves?
I'm
when
not
the
allowed
rest
to
of
have
the
a
party
cool
just
character.
watches him
And
fall.
Bald.
Oh, and is bald.
Alucard was set up to be such a cool character too.
Uh-huh. I just can't. I'm not allowed to have a cool character.
The cooler
That's
your
not- that's
background,
not
the worse
by-
your dice rolls.
That's not by
No,
my design.
You're right. It's because of the rolls. I just roll poorly. Anytime it's a cool situation, I just roll poorly.
So, just
It
like
is
an aside, Alucard is a character who has had this very luscious flowing mane of dark hair. He's also a wild magic sorcerer, and he rolled on this modified sorcerer table, and it all fell out.
Not just the head of his hair. All of his hair.
All the hair on his body.
And also, it wasn't even on a spell cast. It was a let me get my chaos
Tides
of chaos back.
He's just
And they
chilling
were-
on his hair. Just,
They were also all underwater
Mr.
in a merfolk marina. And so his hair just instead of falling, just
that's too good, man.
And we all just ignored it. And for some reason, you're like, okay, we're not going to talk about it if you're not going to talk about it, I guess. And then he decided to talk about it, and he got mad that, okay, now we want to talk about it. He got mad.
Dude, that's almost worse. Just
No,
one
he
says
got
anything.
mad that no one acknowledged it. Are you serious? I didn't realize it looked this bad. He doesn't have a mirror. He didn't have a mirror. It's really? It looked.
What would you like me to say?
Childhood friend said, by the way, it's actually terrible. You look horrendous. I'm like, oh, so now we're talking about it? And you didn't want to say it before? Okay, anyway.
It was the same
So-
day.
anyway, sorry.
So I rolled an
Back
8,
to,
and it's a terrible roll.
We didn't deliver it smoothly enough.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're clearly snickering through our words as we're saying it. It's just.
No, you guys just said exactly what you said.
It just didn't need to be any less convincing than that.
Yeah. All right, and your side of the story, then, boy. And she says to him very, very sarcastically, okay. So I heard that side. I was a part of the betting, but it wasn't. I was not the one that started it. I was invited into this, like many of the others who seem to have scattered.
Here's the problem. That's already a lie. No one would invite him to anything.
Okay, so good. He's making his character known. That's fine. I'll continue with my story. I did participate in the betting, and I did eventually escape from these giant frogs that were appearing. And these ruffians, well, maybe have defeated them, also did this. And he looks around all the goo that is around. You'll see, and he pulls out his sword. My blade is clean. I was not involved in this. And he motions to Garrus and Alar.
If I may, we were faced with a terrible choice to participate in the slaying of these massive creatures who many eyewitnesses can attest did exist and were going to make an even greater mess of your fine establishment, not to mention put people's lives in danger, or to run away. There are two kinds of people. Francis, and then good law-abiding students.
Well said, Finn. Well said.
Amon scoots behind Matsuo.
Well, if there was betting going on, there must have been a chunk of change produced from this. Yes?
I wouldn't know.
Do I have the bag of gold still?
Yep.
Ma'am, I am pleased to inform you I was able to secure the funds before the ruffians managed to escape. I'll hand it out to her.
Seems only fitting that whatever ill-begotten gains may have been accrued go to the reparations and cleanliness of the cafe.
Of course, I'm happy to help clean up. It's my responsibility here anyway.
What do you want to clock?
I had to just clock out. I'm happy to go clock back in if you'd like me to. Okay.
We'll take care of it. Now, at the same time, and she takes out the bag, and it does have a list of people who were betting in it. It has, it was written down so that that could be track of.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd put it in the bag of gold, but that's fine. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't bet, so
Yeah,
I'm.
that's fine. Task Quintilius. In fact, at this point, while you see a few people starting to sneak off because it seems like, including Amon.
Oh shit, the cops are here.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You see Amon even flipping behind Matsuya, who has just walked up. And a few people who just looking around also Lorene is still clutching her arm. It's now, the wound is healed from the frog that had latched onto her, but she is still a little shaken, her octopus in a water bubble floating around her head.
That rules.
Well, all right.
At the first opportunity,
Yeah.
specifically when she goes like this, and she even remotely looks away, I would like to mage hand and do the Agent Gibbs slap on the back of the head to Alar for giving the fucking bag of gold away, and then let it go.
Okay. What'd you say?
I'm sorry?
What I said was, I am glad that we were able to get the gold before anyone was able to depart. That all being said, if I'm not mistaken, I think the man responsible for writing the names down was just listing anyone he could see just to inflate the numbers on his end. I'm not familiar with the betting process, but it looks as though he was simply just writing attendance.
Ma'am? Ma'am?
Yeah, she listens as she starts counting, and
I just want you to know that I definitely bet in this, but I didn't think it was a problem. And you
I
know,
love
when you're
this
here,
man.
you should have fun and live your life. You know. I'm sorry that the frog stressed your place and we
What
made
are
a
you-
mess.
I would die for this goblin.
Victor inspired by Rick? I mean, Morty?
He's just like
I want to
looking straight.
It's a little bit of both.
You can make a persuasion check with advantage, man.
Puppy dog eyes and everything. Goblin puppy dog eyes.
What is the goblin name?
15.
What is his name?
Drex.
Uh,
Oh, no.
Drex.
Drex. Didn't I name this guy? Never mind.
Yes.
I think you did.
I just, you know, it just seemed like good fun, and I'm sorry. Can I help clean it up? I mean, I don't want to get in trouble.
Like a single tear. A single tear.
Alar's just glad that his name's on that betting sheet.
Veronica is just cackling because she's not involved in any way.
I was trying to get Garrison Finn out of the hot seat.
Amon wiped
You know
something off of
You know what would have
Moxie's
done that?
back.
If you just kept the fucking gold and we could have split it.
Victor, she asked if the gold specifically.
Yeah, he could have said no.
Didn't see it go. There's a huge bag of gold just jingling from my belt.
She would have inquired about the large bag of gold that he doesn't carry. If he didn't get it from this illicit service, she'd have some other questions.
Yeah, Alar is a prostitute.
Gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta pay your way through school.
Just lots of drugs.
In this moment, you guys make
This
a
magic moment.
make a perception check.
I can't do it. I can't do it without the conditions have not been met.
Modified 20.
Jerry,
Oh,
Yes.
because, like,
you can
I-
sing the
he
song.
needs to make a
Perception.
Thank you.
There it is.
Now
Dude,
we
Jerry,
can
say the line.
It's like I can't do it.
My Pathfinder character has a +2 circumstance bonus perception checks. My D&D character has a +1 everything.
Yeah, you kind of do. Okay, if you rolled.
Oh yeah, because it's a 0.
Let's see.
Veronica sneaks away.
Not Veronica.
Francis.
Not Francis.
We should just keep naming people.
No. Those of you who rolled above a 13, which is Finn and Amon.
I rolled a 20.
And Alar, you see Quintilius slip away from his spot behind these chairs on the back in the back corner.
We're cool with him, right? We're
Yeah.
Yes.
we're all- okay. I'll give him the.
Yeah, if anyone was getting, really, he is the person who did all of this. So
Amon tries not to look at him as to maintain deniability. Internal deniability, that he could say he didn't see them.
That's the best kind of deniability. The moral deniability.
Mm-hmm.
Aurora, and that like, okay, so Alar, you really need to get better at lying to me because there are 22 names and there's 44 gold, and it says there's 22 gold. the details of the bets are written down.
I
I
must
have
complete-
all of the information in front of me.
I must have misunderstood the process then. I'm not a betting man. The whole process seems very arcane and strange to me.
Who would have put all the
You say
information
arcane.
right there
Doesn't I'm gonna like nudge him on with my elbow. Doesn't he use arcane magic?
I decided not to listen to a lot of the things that Alar says.
Ma'am, if I may, I think the bottom line here, the most important thing, is that no one got seriously hurt, and that the frog population has been reduced significantly by this encounter.
I'm pretty sad that
Significantly.
the frogs have been reduced.
Significantly.
Well, they had to be reduced one way or the other. In size
Yeah.
or in number.
I wish
And
we could have reduced
We only
them
had
in
the
size.
capacity for one.
I feel like there's a spell for that, but I don't really know.
There is. Actually, it's not too difficult.
Then why didn't we do it?
Quick sidebar.
Because I don't know it.
Oh,
Well, then clearly it's difficult. If
No,
I might
concept is
speculate
quite-
briefly, pontificate, or draw lines together, we once fought a pair of mimics in one of the dorms near here, and both of them sprang to life similarly in a chaotic and dangerous way, like these frogs grew to a horrendous size and attacked us. And much like them, we put these down and found a copious amount of black ichor spill out all over the floor.
oh yeah, I forgot that I'm covered in that.
Yes, actually, Professor Liliana can speak to that incident, if you'd like to corroborate.
It's unfortunate we found ourselves at the center of both, but fortunate for the university, as both times we have managed to control the issue without it getting out of hand.
I wonder how many times it's happened away from us.
Drex, we should probably clean you off. That probably shouldn't be on you any longer. I'm gonna go reach for a rag or a towel and start immediately upon the horrible realization of Drex. I'm just
Drex, growing to massive size, yeah.
Big goblin energy.
Oh no, now he's a hobgoblin!
Oh no!
Now he's a troll!
True terror.
You turn into a hill giant after that? Is that the next?
I guess so.
Sorry, Big Goblin. I looked up Big Goblin just to. It actually came up. It is a Facebook group. Just it's not anything more than that.
That's so good.
Needless to say, we did de-escalate the situation, just like we did during orientation. And
I don't care about your exploits.
Alar stops flexing immediately.
Everybody on this campus has done something ridiculous, and it just so happens that you lot, however, 22. She throws the list away. 22 of you chose my cafe tonight. No one was serious.
Well, I didn't choose to fight frogs here, to be fair.
I don't care what you chose to do. The shenanigans happened regardless.
Okay.
Don't bet in my cafe, please.
Veronica stops clinking the gold and slowly puts it down.
Now what?
Seize it!
Put the tables back at least. Cleaning will get done.
I will help move the tables.
Ditto.
No worries.
I'll help as well. And that's Cletus, who is also in the back with his two-handed sword that he has. That does actually, I think that he did hit. So he has some of the black ichor as well.
Question: is Francis still here? Or did Francis walk away?
Francis is still here, and he will begrudgingly walk over and move a table or two, and not back to where they go.
Oh, look, you can be useful. Miraculous.
I like that the whole crew. I was gonna say, I like the whole crew's come together on hating this guy.
And he, like,
I'm gonna be pulling a table one direction in the exact opposite direction that he is, and like bump into him.
Wow.
As soon as
weird.
Matsuya moves, Amon kind of startles. Hey! Oh,
Oh, sorry, I wasn't aware we were still trying.
no, you're fine. Thank you.
Be less suspicious. You too. And she looks over at Veronica for the first time.
Hi.
No, what? I don't know. I don't know what you've done.
Veronica looks at the 4 gold that she pickpocketed and takes 2 of them and like holds it out to her.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I believe she's paying for her drink earlier in the chaos. They were unable to take a payment.
Anything?
Take it.
Okay. You brought
Take it.
20 gold, 2 gold worth. Okay.
Thank you.
Drinks are.
She was
Hold on.
extremely thirsty.
Alar.
I think that I actually have a list of prices somewhere.
Alar, perhaps, in the future, less really is more. The less you speak, the more convincing you can be.
There's
Just seems
actually
that every time you open your mouth, it just gets harder and harder to believe you.
there's actually a famous treatise in which the phrase is used: "Talk less, smile more." You might try it.
Don't
Don't
let
let
them
people know
what you're for.
You've read it. Wonderful.
I have. I'm a man of literature. I'm gonna go around and start casting mending on things.
I will also do that. I still half covered in the ichor, like walk away from Alar. I am now mending things.
It's mostly cups that are broken.
Is there any slime left?
There is
On me.
slime left on.
Veronica is going to try and assemble as much of the slime as she can into her little potion bottle that she keeps.
Okay.
Amon is scribbling furiously in his journal.
You can put a vial of black oily substance. However you want to put that. And however you want to notate that, you can add that to your notes. And does plutonium import actually work now?
What?
Nothing.
I don't know. Did you update it? Definitely won't work if you didn't click update.
So we're gonna worry about that later.
It will be identical then to the last time you opened it up.
Yeah, and you do a good job of putting this map into a spot that I don't have a map for. Because I didn't realize this map was set up that way until Sid pointed it out last week.
It's already disheveled.
Yeah.
When we start.
Yeah. This is not a permanent map. This is a map for the event, it seems.
We fixed it.
Yeah. So you will.
Do you have the dungeon draft file? I'm
I've
sorry.
not looked at. I've not looked at. No, I don't. I might actually. Actually. I might. And she goes back into what is the Alina leaves, and what's everyone? No one got actually hurt in that raid, did they?
I'm good. They couldn't touch me because of Blade Song.
Can't
I was not hurt.
Yeah, no, none of you got hit.
I just looked at my hit points and forgot that we were at level 2.
Oh yeah, and yeah, you have the most. So that is that's kind of what happens for the night. You guys quickly wants you to not be there anymore. It seems.
Great.
After you've
Thanks a lot, Alar. You got us kicked out of the fire jolt.
Well, hey, listen. I think all things considered, no disciplinary action was taken, so we probably got off easy.
I mean, what do you mean? No disciplinary action? I lost gold.
Wait a second.
It's been reported to the dean. I think all
Are there
things
people
considered,
dueling
alright.
in the streets and then in the courtyard? I feel like this is a very small thing.
Well, I think it was the betting part. It was problematic. And the frogs. We probably shouldn't have live animals brought into the place.
Which we are not responsible for.
Oh, certainly, no. Much like I told my boss, we are not responsible for such betting practices.
This is why we should not associate with frogs.
Why do you think that happened? Oh.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say something to the effect of we shouldn't associate with rapscallions or thugs
Don't call
or
Trip a
people who.
rapscallion.
Yeah, but you didn't say that.
Well, clearly, his instincts wanted something when he saw the frogs and turned away right immediately. Matthew, I'm impressed by your gut feeling. It stated the correct way this time.
Well, why do you think it happened? Because that was pretty crazy. Like, I don't know a spell that does that. Do you guys?
Yeah. Enlarge, reduce. Actually, it's quite simple. I don't have the magical capacity to cast it myself, but in practice, I've read a lot of books about it.
Iman comes over and flips over to a page in his notebook near the back of it, and says, "Actually, if you wanted to see, it's actually very, very similar to these runes, but the actual execution of it is and I'm kind of like trying to show both of you. The actual execution of it is a little bit more complicated than say your identify or even your find familiar.
So are we certain that this is the spell that was cast, or even if it was a spell at all?
No, not at all.
Absolutely
All I'm
not. I have
saying
no
is
idea
that
what this was.
The concept for the magic is not one that is absurdly complicated.
Well, enlarging, I don't think is the whole story, because the barrel and the table we fought weren't
Really?
enlarged, they were animated.
Agreed. We
And
talked.
that is it's much more complicated magic.
And it also doesn't make this fun slime.
Yeah, I think that is the.
as the only thing that Francis will say before he leaves.
What did he say?
The enlarging
Francis.
things doesn't make them attack you.
Well,
Doesn't make
okay,
them attack.
bye.
Yeah.
Period?
Nobody
To his
asked
point.
you.
I don't know that the frogs became aggressive when they got large, or if just suddenly things
Well, they
around
bit
them
her.
were much more able to be eaten. Yeah, that's true, but like we have to get into the mind of the frog, right?
I don't
That's
want
a
to be
good
inside the
subtitle
mind
for
of
a
a
book.
frog.
There was no
you should-
real reason to bite any of us. Like I've been bitten by frogs that I picked up before. It doesn't hurt because they're usually this big, right? I don't think the frog got any more aggressive when it got big. It just became more dangerous in its aggression.
How often do you pick up stray animals, Finn?
You'd be surprised.
I had a cat earlier.
Anytime he does not see a monster in Innistrad and it's just a harmless animal, he's like, yes, let me pick it up because it can't kill me. But when you think about Innistrad, anytime you can see an animal, a harmless animal, you're like, let me protect it because 5 seconds later, it gets swooped up by a werewolf or a scabe or a zombie. Zombie
bad.
cockroaches are the worst.
They really are.
Your home cannot be
You just can't kill them. You just can't.
You can't. They will survive
That's a
anything.
good idea.
Like,
Do you make it a habit to protect small things, Garrus?
I'm pretty small, and he's never tried
That's
to
a-
protect me.
very weird question to ask.
Well, you said
No,
it.
I was just
curious.
Just making a general statement about the fact that there are monsters in Innistrad. That's general rule of thumb.
Right, but the
Hey,
words
that's the
you
cat I
said
found earlier.
seem to imply that it is a
Well,
reaction for you to do that. I was just curious. It's nothing to be alarmed over.
All right.
You're not going back to Innistrad, are you?
I mean, probably eventually.
Absolutely not.
That one's the smart one.
That doesn't sound like a good idea to go back. I'm going to be honest.
Absolutely not. We're never returning. Well, I can't speak for Garrus.
It sounds like a
Unlikely.
nightmare.
He's probably going back.
It is a
Like
nightmare,
fun.
and I'm
I
never
mean,
going back.
It is
It's
a
not
literal
fun,
nightmare.
Veronica.
Literally,
Nightmares
the
aren't fun.
definition of nightmare. I'm pretty sure if you like move the letters around in Innistrad, it spells nightmare, except without the G.
I think
And,
nightmare spells
A.
And
nightmare.
with an extra S.
Yeah,
Iman
that
is
should
writing
not
in
be
his
there.
notebook
Listen,
right now.
It wasn't
I don't see it.
It wasn't
I
really
actually
meant to be
don't
taken
see
seriously.
it.
It's okay. It wasn't meant to be taken seriously. I was just saying.
There's no M.
Imnis.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I am not a wordsmith. I was just making a statement to prove a point. So
What time is it in the great land of Arcadius currently?
8:30. We'll say.
you said 8:30?
Yeah, sure.
I just heard 30.
8:30.
1:30. No, not like the number one. Just any given 30.
30.
William,
I'll
what
have
time
I'll have
does
N30,
my
please.
work shift start? Since it's at nighttime, I don't even know if I worked it. I don't really know what my schedule is, but
Is it at night?
Are you
Oh,
a
she know your
bastard?
schedule? That's not good. You need to know that.
Why would it be at nighttime?
What do
Why
you
would your
do?
work
Why
shift
would-
be at nighttime?
I mean,
because
The-
the two of the three people working here are I mean, just happen to be night type of people. I just assumed the schedule, the shift was at night. That's all.
Yeah, but that's you, not the job.
That's-
Sure,
That's
but like custodians typically work. A lot of custodians work night shifts to clean it so that when they come back at the day that it's clean.
that's true.
that's true.
Oh, you are actually a custodian. She is not
Yes.
a custodian. She is a
She's not. She's
groundskeeper.
the manager.
She specifically
She's
no, she doesn't work at night because she's a groundskeeper.
I just assumed that I worked at night.
Are we supposed to be keeping up with, like...
No.
Okay. I was curious. Because, like, I have a job. I just...
You know, you've been working it.
Yeah.
This-
I mean,
job.
Iman definitely worked it. He's...
Sure, Veronica's been working her job. She probably shows up, but probably doesn't do the job.
I have a
do
lot
it
of people that do that.
the best way.
Excellent. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's not all that late.
You're a
Anyone wants to-
volunteer lab partner. Yeah. You don't know that you do the job.
We could go to my job and we can borrow the lab and see what this stuff is.
Or
That sounds great.
we can go over to the Bow's End, have a pint, wind down a little bit early,
No.
get a
I'm gonna
good night's
spike your
rest.
tea again.
Or we could go to the
Tea?
library.
Is sacred.
To you.
So we're at it.
We
I
could,
would.
there
I
is the
would
library. We
actually-
could go there, the complex.
Well, I guess the question is, do I work at nighttime or do I work during the day, or do you want me to choose that information?
Night shifts are the worst, man.
Don't need to worry about it right now. You're not. You don't have to worry. Tonight was the night you had off.
Gotcha.
You
Okay.
also know Aurora, and we're gonna go for separate reasons. One of those was to make Alar upset. Anyway.
Well, yes.
You
Oh,
already
coming
knew
here,
this.
absolutely.
Yes.
That was the
Yeah.
goal, was to make Alar upset.
But now we're cool.
Well,
Friendship.
We bonded over frog slang. Well, everyone, I'm with Finn. I'm going to head to the Bow's End and have a pint of ale. Perhaps something stronger.
excellent.
Well, I don't want to
Excellent.
be left
Perhaps we can
behind.
play a game of chess while we. Oh well, okay. Unless it's gonna be more than just the two of us.
I mean, if
Direct
you want to
by all
go
means.
alone, that's fine too.
I didn't know. That's not what I'm saying.
While if Drax is
Actually-
going, I'm going.
Well, I was going to suggest that we go to the lab, but I am fine with the plan.
Oh, we could sneak into a lab.
We could go to the lab. I mean, I work there, but we should sneak in.
The pint comes first to get the courage up and do the breaking of the engine.
I don't need my courage up. I already have the courage.
We just got into a bunch of trouble with the university already. Let's.
Yeah, you can
But
only
I
get trouble.
There. It's like how you worked here. I work there.
Well, there's a bit of a difference in that this is a public establishment where people are supposed to come, and generally laboratories are not that.
I don't really do anything. I just kind of stand around anyway.
We should absolutely
go
behind.
do it.
Hey,
Oh,
Lars,
sounds like we have a.
just make it up.
We're splitting the party. Have a great night, fellas. Change your mind, and lady, I suppose. If
Suppose?
yes, yes. If you change your minds, please feel free to join us at the Bow's End.
Do you think he knows that I'm a girl? Do I have to make that clearer?
I'm walking away.
I don't think he knows.
I think you should make it clearer.
I will make it clearer tomorrow.
Okay.
Write like in glitter that I'm a girl on his door.
You're
that
just gonna
sounds
write
great.
"I'm a girl" on his door in glitter.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Will, did you get all those maps I sent you?
I did. I have not used them. I'm not imported them
Have you
yet.
looked at them though?
No.
Hey, we got
They're
a.
not in a file type that's easy to open immediately.
Oh, because I had to email them, so I had to zip them.
Mhm.
They are JPEGs and
They are just
PDFs. They're not.
Oh, okay. I did.
Yes.
I did not unzip them. It looked like it looked like the file type that is like a dungeon draft file.
DDVT? No. They're
I just-
they're
I just-
Hey, look,
pretty rip.
all our friends are here.
But yeah, except Mattia and Veronica
Oh, yeah,
and
this is where
Drexel.
she performed last time, and I was wrong. This is. She goes around. She performs in other places.
she gets around.
Yeah.
One of these ovens is not lit, and I don't.
It's not lit.
Hey, guess what? There's probably a reason for that. Whenever you guys are supposed to encounter Bozin Tavern in the book, spoilers. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but there probably is a reason for it.
Nah, I think he just forgot to draw a light
That actually probably is true.
on the dungeon draft.
All right, Finn. Hey, look.
Is there like a river out here to the right? 'Cause this looks like a boat.
No.
You're a boat.
No, that I don't know what it is. Actually, it might be. It very well could be. There are actual rivers along like from campus to campus. This could be on. I don't think it is, but it could be. Hold on, let me see. Where is the central?
So Drex, Veronica, and Mattia aren't here.
We are going to the lab. Hell yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we're going to the lab.
I'm down.
You coming with us, Garrus?
I'm not really a sciencey person, although I
That's
also
why you're perfect for sneaking in. Nobody would expect
You're
you to be
also-
breaking in.
Covered in that slime, so if I need more, you should just come with us.
what slime? I press to digitate and clean myself. I don't know what you're
You
talking
don't have
about.
that spell.
I do have
You-
the
you do have
literally
that
it's on like
You do have that.
yes, it's one of the one of
I did not
the
think you- I did not
Prince
think you
Mars
would have
spells.
taken- I did not think that you took that spell. It's one
Of
of them.
course,
He-
Garrus would have taken the spells.
He
to
respects
cleanse
his
himself.
physique and his appearance. He has to look pretty all the time.
You only have
It's a.
you only have 2 of those 3.
When you made the character sheet, you kept Sacred Flame on there, so I didn't know if that was being given to
you're
me or
right,
if that
you're
was
right.
just
Sacred
there.
Flame is from something else. You're right. I left it. I did leave it with there on purpose.
Yeah. I also don't really drink either, but going to a tavern sounds substantially more interesting than going to a science lab
But
at
Garrus,
9 p.m.
they said it themselves. It's super exciting because we're not supposed to be here, right? But you're supposed to be there, so it won't be as exciting.
I don't understand the logic.
It means we're doing something we shouldn't be doing, which is fun.
Wait, so the entire thing you just said to Alina was an act? Like you actually were not afraid of getting in trouble? This was all a
No,
ruse?
I was afraid of getting in trouble, but I'm not getting in trouble right now, so I'm not getting in trouble. So I'm not afraid of it. But when I am getting in trouble, I'm afraid of it.
I
Does
just
that
had
make sense?
A horrible
Yeah.
realization. Drex is a small
Drex,
pet.
how old are you?
I know the answer to that question.
You're all in
Drex
your
is
20s.
is a small Pepe from the memes.
That sounds like ninth grade teenage boy, like 8th grade boy, like
No,
logic.
I am young, but I'm. How much do goblins live?
Yeah, you don't have the ability to future.
You're like 18.
Are they a lucky goblin or unlucky goblin?
We're yet to figure that out. We're testing
Gotcha.
that theory right now. I'm like 18. How old are you, Garrus?
Old enough.
Well, don't act offended. You asked me first.
I wasn't offended. I just didn't want to give the answer.
Oh, you just looked offended, so I'm glad I didn't offend you.
Are you afraid of getting in trouble with me? Because this is just a really weird situation.
No,
now.
not really. I just don't want to offend you because you're my friend.
Oh my god. Okay.
Is it okay that I want to not offend my friends? Is that okay? I don't want to offend you.
Garrus looks very uncomfortable, just largely due to the fact that he's not accustomed to people with this demeanor. Because in Innistrad, no one is that
Innocent.
Friendly.
innocent. There we go. It's like,
Naive.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like not he knows exactly what's going on. He just like is also aware that like I'm okay with it when it's not happening, but as soon as it's happening, I don't like it anymore.
Yeah.
Very self-aware.
Incapable
Oh, yeah.
of empathizing with your future consequences.
That's right. That's exactly it.
Red, like a goblin. It's
Yeah.
red. The future? Who cares? Right now? Hell yeah.
So where you going, Garrus?
I'm going to the Bosun Tavern.
What about a
All right.
Matter, you going to the place where you're not having to stick it? I'll wait. You don't have to growl at me. It's okay. I apologize for.
Amon will be going to the Bosun Tavern as well.
Is this like they're going to the science lab?
Yes.
Yeah, they're gonna
Okay,
go
I'm just
investigate
typing
the-
in my notes.
Is
gonna
the
go-
science lab like question not for me because I'm not going, but is the science lab like in the Witherbloom College? Are they gonna take like a 3-mile trek to this
No,
lab?
No, there is one. There is like she works at a lab on the campus.
Gotcha.
Think like what is it? Dalton? Is that the place that was right across from Richardson and Thompson? Or
Yeah.
like that building.
Or
there?
Sims. Sims was across
that
from
one.
Richardson.
Yeah, the Sims Science Build, whatever it was called.
I had an 8 a.m. there once. Didn't.
I never went into that building.
It was right across from Music Building, right? That one?
Not quite
not
across, but
Kind of, sort of.
It's
But
like
right across
diagonal
from-
across.
Walk out to the right.
it's where the frog things were.
Yes.
Where the
The life
frog
cycle of
things
the
were.
frog.
I love that book.
The giant gay frogs that Alex Jones warned you about.
Oh, that
my
remix is in the
gosh.
chat.
We're still doing
They
this?
were grapes.
With the grapes.
They
Yeah.
did look like grapes, but
Oh,
I don't
you're
think
right,
they were supposed to be
They weren't
grapes.
supposed to be grapes, but I always thought they were.
They're
grapes.
supposed to be like
They have-
tadpoles and
yeah,
like
yeah.
fit and like frog eggs, but
Somebody did tell me that. I was like, oh, they're not grapes.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, to Winthrop stuff. All right.
Real small audience for this content.
hey, Will, I have a question.
Extremely niche.
There's a we all are in the same class for when we learn about the Onkegs. Do we share any other classes together, or is that like on a chart that doesn't need to be accessed at the moment?
I have the chart open.
Okay.
I think that there are some people that share a class, and I think that you do not share a class with anybody.
I thought I shared a class with Matsuya, but
You
maybe
share a class
I might
with
be.
Matsuya.
Oh, okay.
It is called Magical Physiologies. Was a class that I should have taken off of the list because it's technically the same class as the one that we have, but I forgot to. So it's a different class now.
Yeah, Magical Beasts is like our Spanish class from Community. It's the class we all have together, so that we have the group togetherness.
I think that is. I also wrote in some. Oh no, I know where it's in the. It's actually on that chart. I changed the names of the professors there. Actually, if you're curious about your classes, do you have those written down?
I don't have them written down. I have my extracurriculars written down, but not my classes.
If you're curious about them, I have them all here.
AJ, was I right? Is that?
I'm providing some source material right now.
Okay, good. Yes, that one. Yeah, not that running one, but the one right above that. Very much how I pictured Drex.
Intro to Evocation, Hemocraft Studies, Magical Dueling,
Oh, Jesus.
and Magical
Okay, yeah, he's those two when common breaks.
Physiologies. Here, 4. Oh, also, never mind, I forgot. You have 2 classes with Matsuya, actually. You also have Intro to Evocation with Matsuya.
Intro to Evocation, Magical Physiologies, Magical Dueling. And then what was the other one?
Hemocraft Studies.
That's enough for now.
Okay.
Too much.
Where did Mattia went to the science lab?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We got the sneaky trio.
We're so sneaky.
The 3 small
I
members
am-
of the party.
Very sneaky.
What?
He says as he's stomping through the streets.
Topiary dinosaur.
Let's address the elephant in the room. Listen, big guy.
How long have you been waiting to
really
use that one, huh?
One of us is really big. It
Man,
evens out.
I've been on that one for several sessions. You can't use all your good elephant material in the first session, then you don't have any elephant jokes to tell for the whole rest of the campaign.
Yeah, you just blow that one. Just let out the water.
Yeah, just
Hey, William.
That didn't go through, did it? It didn't.
Huh?
Nope.
Hey, William.
hey.
Reminder that I don't have cantrips on my sheet.
Hey.
Yeah, I can't fix that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I forgot
I'll-
about it
yeah,
until
I'll
just
get
now.
that. Also, Veronica doesn't have her race on her character sheet. That's actually a thing that I could do because I have to type it in. And that's it, but I haven't done it yet. Yeah.
Yes, I do.
What is this game you have here?
Oh, it's
Moon Clock.
fun. Actually, it's
I did type it in.
It's delightful,
somewhat
truly.
complicated. It's in
Once-
essence quite easy to learn and very difficult to be good at.
Oh,
Are you interested?
you don't know what
Certainly. I'll do my best.
Excellent.
Amon will stand up. Please take.
First, let me tell you what all the pieces do. It's crucial you understand how they move.
Well, would this be an intelligence check to understand how to play a game?
Yep.
Okay. Total 16.
Pretty good.
You follow. You do a better job of following along than either of you really expect you to.
Great.
Like you act like he goes to explain something, and you like wait, hold on. Like he actually says something wrong, and you catch him. He's like, oh. Like one of those.
Just don't forget that the second tier actually turns
No,
90 degrees.
This is single layer chess.
This is
Oh.
a second tier. Alar has a brief panic, like, where?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Don't worry, we'll graduate slowly.
Sure.
Just
I
a
never
friendly
did.
game. Yeah. Well, that's because we only had the one planar chess in Innistrad.
It's a novelty, really. It's a wonderful game.
Alar does his very best, and I'm sure gets thoroughly trounced by Finn in their first game, because that's how chess works.
Yep. I'll clean up, and as I'm showing you kind of how I got to this decision and like the 3 moves that I predicted that you would make as a beginner, and how I kind of baited you into taking a piece you shouldn't have. I will then commend you. That's actually very well done. I'm surprised at how quickly you picked up the mechanics.
Oh, thank you. There's a runic game that's not dissimilar. I used to play.
Oh. Let me get us a second round.
Absolutely.
At some point
Top man,
while you're here, you do see coming through the door Francis Laughingsteel in a different outfit.
Jesus
And
Christ.
he looks over at you guys since you're by the door, and he just like rolls his eyes and goes to like the opposite corner of the building. Just happen to pick the same bar. There are many different taverns. This just happens to be the one that is close by. First year housing. So really irresponsible.
I found the name of the game I was thinking of. It's called Taffel. Sometimes known as Viking chess. It's a strategy game. I'll show you.
Like Pai Show?
Kinda. Yes, actually, I think it's very similar to that game. They might have the same root game they're based on.
Chess is quite old.
Yeah. It's from like India, right? From like a long time ago.
Yeah, I believe it is Middle Asian somewhere. Yeah.
People say that.
Will, while they're playing chess, I would just like to sit there and probably could I have brought like my Hemocraft notes? I don't know if I would have already gotten this class at this point. I think might as well.
You've been to
Yeah.
This is in the second week. You've been to all of your classes at least twice.
Yeah. I'm just reading them, but I would like to use prestidigitation to create a non-magical trinket that can fit in my hand. I want one of those like hand exerciser things.
That's excellent.
And I'm just doing my reps to work on my grip.
As the chess game goes on, Amon loses interest about mid-game and notices you reading and plops down. Hey, what are you reading? What you got there? Hey.
These are my notes from class.
What class is it?
Hemocraft Studies.
I don't think I'm in that class. What is it about? What have you learned about Hemocraft?
It has to do with blood and I suppose potentially blood magic.
Have you ever seen blood magic before?
Specifically,
Like real blood magic?
Specifically, the book is very clear on that you don't. This is not a practiced art, but it is something that is studied still. That's like effectively. It is.
You know, people
banned magics of the world.
Apparently, it's like people study it even though it's banned. No one should use it. I was largely trying to figure something else. I decided to take the class because I was trying to figure something else out, but it's relatively interesting.
What were you trying to figure out?
That seems like a very personal question.
I like to imagine
Personal.
Oh,
the textbook is like how to get an A+. I mean A+.
Although textbook, yeah, probably.
I mean, it doesn't have to be personal. I mean, there's no way for me to know it's personal. I don't want you to divulge anything you feel too close, but generally problems are best worked on with more than one person. That's how we persevere and get through things.
I'm really just... Everyone here is trying to be so helpful and kind, and it's very weird.
It's weird. I understand that you come from a very dark place. but help shouldn't be something too unknown to you. And he looks over at Finn. I imagine there have been others.
Huh. So, small story. Finn and I were hunted as kids. Often. All the time.
Alar,
To my knowledge, there's only one individual who chose not to kill us, and that was someone who was probably supposed to.
like super briefly, he's just cracking a joke, but thinks better of it and looks back at the game.
That sounds very hard.
We managed.
With help, I imagine.
Yes, I suppose.
Well, you're not in Imnistrad. You are here. And
Imnistradair.
yeah, Imnistradair. You are here, and should you ever feel comfortable, I'd love to help you with anything that I can. I'm not very good at most things, but I do study quite a bit, read quite a lot. So I didn't mean to make this as awkward as it is.
I mean, it is in fact awkward, but I understand.
I also
sentiment.
recognize that. Yes.
I understand the sentiment. Thank you. I am slightly confused by this particular thing. And he proceeds to read you like half the notes that he doesn't understand, and it's literally half the notes he doesn't understand. Half the notes that he wrote down. He just wrote down what the teacher said, but he really literally doesn't understand.
Can I roll to see if I can help make sense of this? What would you like me to roll? Arcana or intelligence?
You can make an Arcana check.
I'm not entirely sure either, but you should definitely ask your teacher and, let me know what you find out.
Go to your office hours. Mr. Bloodvein, Mr. Vane.
Mr. Vane.
He's the
Dean of the Vane. Mr. Valentine.
I have played against his commander deck so much. I feel like I know him myself.
So, I play League of Legends, and there is a champion named Vane, and she hunts vampires.
His name is Valentin. Maybe it is.
Valentine?
Valentine. It does. I thought there was an I, but there's not. That's fine. An E.
There is an I.
There's also an E, but you know what I meant.
You could pronounce.
You could.
You could pronounce it either way. Yeah. If it's a Valentine.
I'm sure that's actually how he talks too.
A 1 bone. A 2 bones.
Alright, and with that, we will cut over to the other group. I don't have a map for you, so this is just going to all be...
How dare you not have a map for the science lab?
Actually, I'm pretty sure that I do. I just don't have it set up and ready to go in Boundary. I do have a map, I'm pretty sure, actually, that could be used for this pretty easily. And yeah, so there is... there are several buildings that you can work in. You kind of are told where to go on the campus when you're there to help people. And generally they just, from what you've done, really you can just stand around. A lot of the time it's just somebody who needs a sounding board is what it's come to. You happen to pick a good job that you can just stand there and they answer their own questions and find you very helpful. As you pilfer potions occasionally, more than likely, I just assume. But also use them immediately too on various things just to see what happens. So you never keep, you don't have a stock of potions. You just
No.
Yeah.
Everything is for the immediate.
Yeah. You feed it to a pest every now and then to see what happens.
You have no empathy for your future consequences.
Yeah. Matsuya.
Two sides of the same coin.
Yeah. Matsuya has a handful ahead of him, in front of him. You're starting to realize that, I think, after you agree to go.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you make it to the building, and you make the building. What do you guys want to do? You're standing outside.
Outside
So-
the building. Okay.
Do we have to sneak in, or can we actually just go in?
Well, I think I have this pass thing that I normally use to get in, but it might not work.
Well,
And-
let's try it.
Veronica walks up to the door and stands in front of it.
Slides her school ID.
It's not opening.
Yeah, you usually like that you can walk. When you're scheduled, you can walk in easily.
Yeah, like the door would just open because it knows I'm supposed to be there or something.
No, it's just a door.
Oh.
You have to open it. So
Damn.
Nothing so high tech. You know your way
Just a-
around.
It's just that when it's open, you see it's unlocked, and then when it's closed, it's not.
Okay, Veronica will try the door handle.
it's open.
Okay, we're good. Let's go.
You can hear there.
Okay, great.
You can tell there are definitely some grad students in here who are just here, like they live in this building, so it's always unlocked to some degree.
Jerry, is that what it's like being a grad student? You just live in the building.
Not after 5 o'clock.
You aren't like a person who works in labs.
You're
That's
right.
true.
True statement.
Matsuya is still, like, despite the door being open, trying to sneak. And you can reference my role in chat.
I love it.
As expected.
I love it when the roles accurately mimic the
Yes.
best possible roleplay mechanic outcome.
Yeah, so I imagine that Drex and Veronica just kind of walk through.
Yep,
And-
not sneaking.
Yeah, and in fact, because you're walking so normally, you look like you're right in place. No one really questions you. However, when you are actively trying to sneak and down an open hallway, you do catch a few glimpses of like, hey, oh, and like one of the grad students is working on something, and he like goes to say something, but as he was actively doing it, stirring his cauldron, and as he stopped, it started to bubble out of control, and he starts cursing.
And Matsuya just actively ignores all of this, and he looks over at Veronica, and he says, "I am very good at sneaking, I told you.
Yep.
I have not been
Yeah.
noticed yet."
Clomp, clomp, clomp.
I'm so glad you came along.
This is very fun. When can we sneak into somewhere else?
Well, actually, I was planning on asking one of them to help us.
Oh, so
Because I don't know how to identify things. Do you?
I do not know how to identify things either.
I think I can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Then let's
you
go find a
have
room.
that option. I don't. Do you even have spells? You at least have spells, right?
It is not. It is not prepared currently, but I can ritual cast it. Does it have to be
It
prepared
has
to
be
ritual
prepared
cast?
to ritual cast it unless you are
Great.
a class called a wizard.
I am not. I have never played anything with ritual casting in my life.
You have.
Okay.
You played
Well,
All right. I have never played one that utilized it.
there you go.
I imagine that there's like normal lab equipment around, like lab coats and gloves and tongs and
Yeah.
stuff. Okay.
Yeah, you can make a perception check to find a room that you think can be empty as you poke your before you poke your head in. Unless you are looking for one.
I am not a good looker.
Anyone else could help with that as well while you're trying.
I will look.
Yeah,
I'm looking everywhere.
unless you're not
Alar, help me look.
Too far. Alphas aren't that good.
gather your party to continue.
One of the slow on back. For a second, you guys do order a drink that comes in a potion vial at some point at the Bosun Tavern, and just to have like a symmetry scene, them getting into chemistry stuff, and you guys have a more chemistry theme.
Alar, they have this drink at the bar. It's in a double glass balloon, like hourglass, and it's got a very narrow neck in the middle. And they fill the bottom with like condensed gas. And they pour it over the top. And that choke point creates this infinite bubble sort of effect. And we should have some.
Does it make you drunk?
Oh, sure.
Then let's order some.
I mean, as drunk as anything else does. I think it's made with Everclear.
Oh no! I have some terrible stories about that.
Yeah, I'll get us some. You can tell me all about them in a minute.
Oh no.
Everclear is one of those words that is true in all languages.
Across all universes.
Yeah, that's getting back with Matsuya, did you want to try to help find a room that would be, or if you are looking for like somebody who might help you?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You guys, Veronica, you go to the room that the guy is like actively with the that noticed Matsuya, and you're just like kind of like watching him like struggle as he tries to save his potion that he was brewing. And it seems like he was in the last critical steps of this and got distracted. But Matsuya and Drex, you do find a lab there that it seems to be unoccupied for now. And you jiggle the handle and the door does open.
We turn around and notice that Veronica's not there.
That's okay, she'll figure it out.
Alright, but she does have what we came here to test.
Oh, that's fair.
How's your potion going?
Better when I'm not being distracted. What do you need something?
Yeah, but I can wait. Come find me later. And then she like hops along to where the lab is, maybe.
I imagine she literally hops too. Like
it's kind of like a skip, but like a hop skip.
Up skip.
Don't call her a rabbit, guys. She'll get mad.
Moi? Get mad?
Yeah. So yeah, you guys have now. There's not gonna be many chemicals or anything in this. That's why it would be unlocked. This is more of it is a space that can be worked in, but it's more of a like you find a lot of files and like you found the room that they keep the storage room effectively, but it does have a few tables and things.
Okay. I think where I am going to start with this whole investigation, I do have a book from my background that I inherited from my parents. It's a book on plant identification.
Okay.
And I would like to see if I recognize any sort of like plant substances that may be associated with this particular substance in question.
One second.
Along with my herbalism kit.
While he does this, I am looking around for any and every single different utensil or container or anything. I am finding one of each. And bringing it to the table.
You can't.
At this point, Veronica shows up with 3 lab coats. And they're all the same size, and they're all Veronica size, and she passes them out.
Yep, right on it goes.
Sorry.
I don't even. He doesn't even try. He just kind of looks at it and he says, "Well, thank you."
Well, for safety, yeah, for safety, we have to do this. Otherwise, I'm gonna get yelled at. So she kind of like drapes it as over you as she can.
Okay.
It's just kind of resting on one shoulder.
What were you saying, Will?
Sorry, I picked up what happened. You could.
I'm about to buy some of these glasses on Amazon.
That seems dangerous.
They're very cool. I didn't know you could just get them.
So it's go ahead and make a nature or survival check, whichever you prefer.
Nature or survival? Okay, we're gonna go survival on this one. Oh, roll the 2 plus 5 is 7.
Oof.
You're not sure. It does. There is what you do notice, and you didn't spend too much time with it there, but this particular what you have, it does have a kind of a sweet aroma to it. What you can glean is likely that if it was something, if it was accidental potentially, maybe the frogs just ate it because it smelled good to them. But you're not quite sure exactly. It does seem, it's a kind of a thicker, oily substance, but it's not very clear. You're not familiar with it. You have not encountered anything like this in Ravnica.
I am not very familiar with this substance, though it does smell sweet, if any of you are interested.
Really? I'm holding 12 different beakers of different sizes, and then put them all down, run over. Really? Let me smell. It is sweet. Wow.
Veronica runs back to the grad student. Hey, you done yet?
No!
Okay, come find me. Goes back.
How'd it go?
Well, he's not done yet.
Why
He
not?
said he'll be here though.
Can we help him? Maybe we can speed it up by helping.
Okay, you go check.
Okay, I'll go check.
I just bought a 2-pack.
I go up to this to a grad student. I don't know which.
Yeah, you find a grad student who is
Pretty
working
good.
on he's working on an equation on a board. You can see that he is it's not actually this. You see it as an older student. This time actually he's not not that you know, but he is not a grad student. But he's a student of Quandrix. You can tell by his robes. Hold on. I think that what's this guy's name? Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I'm going to introduce this person, I guess, because I might as well. Planeswalkers. What?
Oh. Interesting. It's
Vampire
Nicobolas.
I actually thought you almost said the right. You said it.
No, Sid. No. Sid
Vampire
knows
Mage?
what I said.
No, I know what you said.
I want to sacrifice Vampire Hexmage.
This
All
student
counters
dies in front of
before
my eyes.
And behind your eyes.
True.
Memories are a
Wow.
messed up
He
thing, man.
climbs in there and
This
yeah.
is posted in Discord because I don't have him in Foundry yet.
Hey, there's a cool mod that lets you post pictures to the chat.
Yeah. I did not install that one.
You're a mod.
You can see.
I am
a mod.
He is working with several glass shards, or they seem like glass at least, and they seem to reflect different things in them. But this is
Wow.
the man that you see is not the man that you guys were talking to.
Wow, that's really good. What are you doing?
Oh, I don't. I'm working on a theorem about the planes right now. What are you doing?
Well, we got attacked by some mimics a couple days ago or weeks ago. I can't really remember. And then we fought some frogs tonight, and they were really big frogs that were magically bigged. And they both had this black ichor grossness. It's kind of on. It's a little bit on me, right? But we're looking at it over here, and we're all kind of dumb and could use some help.
What? Who are you here with?
My friend Veronica and my friend Matsuya. We're
toddler got lost in the lab. It just started rambling.
My name's Drex, by the way.
Veronica, the pale one with the red hair and the large hat. That stands
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Okay. That. Yeah. No. Okay. I think that. Okay. He.
If you're thinking that she made the black ichor stuff, she didn't. I promise. It is very on brand for her, but she didn't do it.
And he wipes his hand, and the board that he the whiteboard he had that looked like it was supposed to be there, just collapses into a shard that he puts in his pocket, and there is actually a board that was there.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, show me what you're doing. I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay. It's over here.
Quick question. Would my keen smell affect any of that, or is it just because, like, yeah?
You can roll again. Not with advantage.
Okay.
Roll again. I'll have you roll a second.
Right.
With your proboscis.
Roll a second time.
A second time.
Exactly what I was going for. Thank you.
Oh, there we go.
This time,
I will smell you a second time.
there's an overwhelming sweetness to it, but it is overwhelming something. It actually does. There is a hint of swamp. Is the best you can come up with. That's what it reminds you of. As I'll say.
A black mage created this.
What was your first?
Why it's gotta be
guess?
black?
Why's he got to be a mage?
Why's it gotta be a he?
Yeah, it was a fighter.
Yeah.
And this is actually just like old watermelon that is condensed into like a soupy mess.
Oh no!
He smashed it.
If you chuck a watermelon into the Everglades and then go pick it up 13 years later, if this is what it smells like.
Oh, not the watermelon.
If you chuck a watermelon into a sub-aquatic pool of brine.
Can you pickle a watermelon?
You can
Yes.
pickle anything.
It's harder to pickle a pickle though.
Oh, you could repickle it.
But you know what you can't do? You can't pick a peck of pickled peppers. You have to pick the peck of peppers and then pickle them.
I think that you can't eat hot soup with your bare hands.
I mean,
I
you
only
could.
have human hands.
Do you guys know that song?
I think we've got far.
Okay,
off.
hold on.
So yes, I'm Nico, by the way.
Nico. Nice to meet you.
Nice. Okay.
My father was a professor here. Or grandfather, I'm sorry. I spoke the wrong words because I'm really in a video game and my controller's an idiot.
Wait,
Trey has a fucking stroke. Just that.
I just glitched slightly because of what AJ just said. I was like, what?
The controller's
One
the
of those
idiot
words.
or the user's the idiot?
The user.
Now, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Yeah, this is the one I threw it the other day and it just broke. And now it was an idiot controller. Now I still use it though because I don't have another one.
Lucky. So
as they walk in, I'm gonna look up and say, "I smelled it again."
yeah, what do you smell?
Damn it!
Yeah.
I believe now that the sweet scent is masking something intentionally.
What's it
It
mask?
smells like swamp. It can't
Swamp.
place it any further than that.
Hey Nico,
Where's
do
your
you know
friend?
anything about the swamp?
Okay. So this is the black goo that you got from a chest. of
Hi, Nico.
arrows
No,
or
so
a frog?
okay. We fought some mimics and killed them, right? And we didn't think of anything of it. But
Okay.
this was the kind of blood that they put out. And then we just fought some frogs that got bigged, and the frogs also bled this goop.
Hi, Drax. So, there has been infestations on campus of things with this substance. I want to know what it is.
This is the most interested I've seen you in anything that's been done in this, and it makes sense that it's not something you've been asked to do. So okay, he already you've worked with him, not even worked with him yet, but he's heard stories already,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and he like seeing you. You're one of the groups that, at least mostly from here. If you said your grandfather was a professor.
Yeah, I'm from here.
Yeah, he's from here.
He is indeed from here.
And I don't remember. I don't presume to keep track of people, but I do know. I did know that there were more students coming from other planes. It's interesting to meet some others. He didn't say that. There was not a pause there. Sorry, I was clearing my throat in an inopportune moment. But he did say some others, though.
I forget.
Others. Where are you from?
I'm from
Theros.
I'm from a plane called Theros. I knew that. I had to look up Theros to find the picture. I forgot his name. I knew he was from Theros, and that's all I remembered.
I think Nico also uses they them pronouns.
Oh,
Not
you're right.
mistaken.
You are correct, actually. I'm from a plane called Theros. It's a plane of gods and monsters. Although I've found much more in other places more recently.
Don't we have a friend from one of those places?
I don't.
No?
I don't think. I would have
Weird
heard.
sidebar though. I know that Nico did first planeswalk to Kaldheim, but I don't think that I would know him or know them. But
I think that's correct. He doesn't have. They don't have sagas of him because because they weren't involved in the big bad blowy up thing.
Alar.
Big bad.
So what you're
blowy
gonna
up
do
thing.
is just turn this straight up as quick as you can, and don't stop until it's empty.
the shape of this glass.
It's a bad idea.
Existential dread.
Bad
No,
idea.
It's superbly fashioned. It's just physics.
Something about the time-like nature of it, watching bubbles.
It's got the curves.
into nothingness.
It's got the curves.
It's an hourglass drink.
Very pretty,
does a monster
very beautiful glass. The most beautiful glass. Never seen a more beautiful glass in all of your life.
I don't know what this character is you're doing, but I don't like it.
Come on, let's drink.
Sorry, but
Yeah, no, it takes a little bit longer to drink than you were anticipating. You go to throw it back, and you're not it almost like when you get too much in your mouth, and you almost to swallow, you almost spew out.
Run it back a little bit.
No, not when you taste something and it is burning your mouth and you didn't understand that it was gonna happen, and you just spit it out, like when you actually just get too much in your mouth and have to swallow.
Right.
That's what she said. Although it should not be burning you.
Yeah.
Jesus. Remember
What's in your diet, bruh?
I want to go home.
Remember that one time we tried to teach Brian Michael how to take Jaeger bombs, and they also had a similar reaction. If you have to drink the whole thing, yes, that's the whole point of Jaeger bombs. You have to drink the whole thing.
I remember one time we gave somebody that was like a beer that was it was cold, but it wasn't cold. They put ice in it, and I was like, I hate you.
Bad.
Look, welcome to
I
college.
mean, if you chug it in 2 minutes, it really isn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, but chugging beer that isn't ice cold is not fun.
Yeah, put it
You're right. That's why you put ice in it.
Put it in an iced glass.
I do not agree with the statement I'm making.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
I don't drink that kind of beer anymore.
Yeah. We didn't really then either, but also we weren't gonna buy expensive beer for people who were definitely over 21.
Yeah. For sure.
We like to gift beer to our friends.
It was Joey Kindig.
Lol.
Not to name any names or anything.
Not to name any names or anything.
Let's just give his full fucking name on.
Oh yeah, I forget that I did just do that. He is a person that I say both names.
Yeah, it's true because there's so many Joeys
Not even that.
and Joes and
You're
Josephs.
correct. That is true. That wasn't why. That was just who he was.
So, anyways, we knocked these shots back.
And Nico goes in to explain a little bit about Pharaohs as well, just to and he is kind of curious to hear a bit more about the two of you. He is familiar with the fact that Veronica is not from here, but not really where you're from, and is particularly interested. Oh no, actually, I think in this version of my story, he was not actually at the Battle of the Spark, even though I think he was in the books.
In the narrative, they didn't appear until their Spark didn't invite until after that battle. Their first adventure was
Good.
on Kald.
Good.
The only canonical plane they've been to in the current canon is Kaldheim. They're Spark ignited. They went to Kaldheim because apparently it was the closest plane cosmologically. Theros both are myth planes with gods and stuff, and they helped avert a whole bunch of doom scars by dealing with Cosmian of the World, or the Cosmos Serpent.
You're a world scar.
Doomscar.
Oh.
And I hope I'm not, because that would be very dangerous.
Is that Coma,
You are a
the
dangerous
Cosmos
man.
Serpent?
Coma, yes, the Cosmos Serpent. Thank you.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, he has. They have some non-canon planeswalker visits that, but I don't care about that. This is my canon anyway.
Do whatever you want.
Okay, well, there are things you can do, and they do look at it for a moment. This doesn't seem to hold any magical properties. That doesn't mean that it didn't, though. Are you sure
I can
this is-
identify it tomorrow, but
I can go ahead and tell you that it likely won't come to anything.
Oh.
From what my glance, it doesn't have any like I said, it doesn't have any magical properties.
oh, okay.
But you could always try that. I mean, I won't say that won't work, but
No, it's okay. There's a reason I came to ask for help.
yeah, this is interesting enough.
Does I'm sorry to interrupt. Above table, does identify not tell you things about non-magical items?
I think specifically, it doesn't. I think that I am going to. I think that I actually have a rough thing about that I want to implement a better spell.
Yeah, if it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties. It specifically says that, so. Can I call it to the chat just by. Here. I'm not going to consume a spell slot. Boom, there you go.
So what are you guys actively doing in here? Like, do you have it in a vial? What do you?
I was thinking that we would kind of like put a little bit on the slide and then press it down like they do in normal labs. Then you'd look at it under a microscope, and we would look at it and not really understand anything about it because it's just under a microscope and it looks cool. And then I'd look at Nico and go, "This is really interesting," and then make him look, and then he would tell us what's going on.
Okay. You can make a. You can make a Arcana check.
Can I also make an Arcana check?
Yes, you may.
I'm not there, but can I make an Arcana check too?
Yes, you're curious about the time vial drink that they just had. So yes, you may. All right. So again, as you're looking at it, it is very viscous. You can with what you've been how you've handled it. As it actually, well, it's not. Oh yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Eat your foot.
But yeah, you're taking a look at it, and you get a pretty good view of it. You've played with it a little bit too, not directly, but you've kind of done a few things. It's not very clear, but where it came from. But you think that you've seen there are things that are used around the campus that are kind of like this. Not exactly, but it'd almost be, and this is kind of something that Mavinda Sharkbeak also had said. Hold on one second. It doesn't make much sense in terms of encountering it with a frog. It's a little bit too viscous to be this, but like she thought it might have been, it was some kind of leather conditioner, some kind of like they would be put on, like the leather outside of a trunk. Now it doesn't make sense why it would be in a barrel, or a frog, but it does. You can see why.
No, obviously, if it goes outside a trunk, it goes on an elephant.
And Nico will also look at it and kind of come to the same conclusion that you did. Like after you say what you're like, oh, I can see why she would have thought that, but I'm not familiar with anything like this either. And my apologies, but I'm not gonna walk out the door and have a bucket of this fall out from the top of it, am I? This is not the prank you're playing.
I could do that. Do you want that?
No. I would
Oh,
not.
okay.
I was making sure because I'm very confused still. But I can understand that traveling to another plane is difficult, and I would be remiss not to help where I can. I don't know what this is, but you said that one of the professors had looked into this at least?
Not into the substance specifically.
I thought they just looked at it. I didn't think they looked into it.
I can bring it up again with one of my... I have a... He is a key Fae, like a third year, at Strixhaven. They seem a bit older as well, probably only arrived later on in their life, because planeswalking is difficult until now, apparently. Since you guys came, but, I mean, feeling like death a lot, except for Drex, to get here. Listen, where'd you get the cat?
It's been following us around ever since the cafe.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why was... They don't allow...
It's mine now.
Okay.
It was in my hat. Okay, it's going back in the hat.
They do look a little bit curiously at your ear. They've never seen you take the hat off before, and they look a bit curious about your ears, but don't say anything about them, as you tuck them back in.
Were you gonna say something? Hmm?
You're a moonfolk.
Were ya?
No, I mean, I've read little, but know some. I just...
Probably know more than me then.
Okay. I'm uncomfortable. I think that was your goal. I wish I could help you more. There are experiments that could be run, but I don't know what could be gathered from that. Would you like me to take a look at this?
Yeah. How can we help in those experiments?
Well, I'm a little bit in the middle of something tonight, but I might have some time throughout the week. If you want to come in, and if you would actually like to, help with me, in the lab at some point, we can work on that. Your friends, if they'd like to come, I'm sure that we might have some time if they're not busy. They could come.
Yeah, as long as I'm not making repairs on statues or studying or making other statues. Yeah.
We won't be busy. We'll be here.
Alright, next Monday...
Oh, this is my grandpa.
At this moment is one of the... this has happened to you a few times where he has not been actively at your statue. He's been inhabiting a different one. And he's just like, you just have like a very like good goblin statue in your hand. He's like, oh.
No, he really, it's actually magical, like I promised. Like, he's probably just talking.
We're gonna go get drunk at this tavern that our other friends are at. You should come.
He like takes out the shard that he had. Give me a second, and he throws it back out and expands into a board again. And there's a section towards the top that has itinerary, and he like schedules something with Veronica on next Monday, or fantasy equivalent. I could...
See Monday.
Yeah.
Right next to Fantasy Tuesday.
That's the name of it. It's Fantasy Monday.
Nice.
What does fantasy mean in this context? We have no idea, which is what it's called.
Yeah. Everything's in your mind.
Things are different back now. Who knows?
Back now.
So yeah, Alar and so let's say this endeavor probably took about an hour plus 30-minute travel both ways. So an hour and a half. How drunk are the two that it seemed to be drinking in this time?
You know, that depends on a lot of factors. Have we eaten?
You
Are we
ate
just
before
drinking?
your shift, and you
Yeah.
had a biscuit, as in like a cookie, during your
Okay.
shift.
Yeah. Like a British biscuit, like a fantasy
Yeah.
biscuit. I got it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a Constitution save for him and see how he's feeling.
This is why you should not
That
Drink.
con save comes out to 11.
with Finn.
You're doing good, but you're a little
I
bit
will,
more social than you probably. Actually, no, never mind. You're doing good.
I'm Alar but louder.
Yeah, just a little
Alar
bit.
but louder.
Briz
Do
has
I need to
left.
make a Constitution save?
Yeah. Yes.
Good ol' +1 for a total of 9.
You were trying to get a dice game going at this point. You just because you like dice, but you don't have them. You just are like making them with one of your cantrips. So it's like, okay, no one will play dice with you because you're making up the numbers as you go by rolling fake dice.
No, I promise I won't cheat. I'll really just. Oh gosh, I thought it would be 7, and there it is, 7. But to be fair, 7's the most common combination of numbers, 2d6.
Two what?
That's such a Sid thing to do.
2d6. D6.
You're just talking gibberish. How drunk are you?
260. Does that make more sense? 260.
Yeah, what time am I at? These drinks are delicious, by the way.
I know, we should have another.
You really shouldn't.
Garrison and Monarch.
I'm inclined to
definitely have
agree with
another.
Garrus on this one.
I want one.
You see your friends walk in, just in
Oh,
time
friends
to really
are here.
encourage your bad.
Ah,
behavior.
God, superb timing.
I definitely need one of those.
Friends.
I learned how to play this strange Innistrad version of a game I already knew how to play a little bit, kind of.
Nice. What was it?
I'm bad at it, but it's great.
Nice.
I
Very
think
cool.
it's pronounced Innistradmare.
Imnistrader.
Innistradare.
Is that short for nightmare?
Yeah, it's anagrammatic.
Oh.
Bless you.
I don't like that. Where he's from. The blessing is bad for the type he is.
Nico looks.
I know.
Nico looks at Matsuya. Is like, is this your group?
No, they are always like this.
No. Is this your group? The group that you're all together.
Ah, Machia, you've made a new friend. I'm very proud of you.
Yes,
Great work today.
This is
3 gold
our
stars.
group.
Out of
Yes,
how many?
This
Finn,
is,
Finn,
yes,
I won't
this
tell
is
you.
our
Finn,
group.
Everyone,
This
please
is our
listen.
group. Yes.
This is Nico. They are here to help us.
Hello, Nico.
Here to-
Wonderful to make you.
They are also not from here, like all of us except you, Drex. But
I
I
live
still
here.
count you.
Oh, they planeswalked you here too. Then.
You two weren't drunk when you came. You weren't drunk when I, right? He like looks at the
What?
three of
No.
they look like the three of you. This is just the way. Okay.
No,
Yeah,
it's
this
just
is
the two
just
of
us.
them.
Hold
take
on,
offense
I'll
to
get
that.
us. Hold on. I'll get us all hourglass shots. Okay.
Our shot glasses.
I'm
Our
okay,
shot glass.
thank you.
I also don't want
One for everybody. Okay. I'll.
They're not-
They're
I will
celebrating
have
the
yours,
death of
Simone.
the frogs.
Wow. I'm ordering one for everyone.
I'll take it.
I've
Mom,
never
so
seen
that
a
it comes-
frog die before. Did you know that?
I'll have you know, I am celebrating the unveiling of my newest performance. Second act. Act 2. That new thing.
It was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna give Drex a big high five.
You hold your hand.
I
and
stand up on the
high
table
first,
to do that.
Yeah. Like, Aylar's not thinking it first. He just like gives a high, yeah, high five, and like literally is not thinking about the person who's asking for a high five. But yeah, you sit at the table, and
I just clamor up.
the person behind that bar just like, yells like, "Hey, off the table!
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
down.
Get off the table."
There's
Drex
no
said-
rules! There's one rule!
Yeah, and you all get hourglass shots.
Question:
Mm-hmm.
Did we ever determine, like, for good, whether or not Mozilla was a constant companion, or if he only comes when he's called, basically?
Currently, he comes when he wants to. He has not been.
Right.
Did we
Okay.
already
You're
know
still
that,
getting used. You're still getting used to.
did we already know that your Firefox's name was Mozilla?
That was brought up, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
It was brought up as a joke above table, and it was actually the truth on table.
It was. Yeah.
I've gotta be honest. When you said it at first, I was like, "What are you talking about Firefox for?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah."
Yeah, he has a Firefox.
Yes.
Whose card is represented by card home shredder.
It's the thing that eats your homework.
Exactly.
Don't eat my homework. My homework's on rocks.
Me and my homework are on the rocks again.
Drex has the energy of, like, I can just picture him just, like, walking up to a professor and just saying some, like, extremely dire shit, like, the rocks are moving again, and then just walking away, and they're just like, is that good or bad? Drex, is that good or bad?
Wait, Drex, what? Drex, I need more information.
Which rocks?
Just read the rock, you'll be fine.
And then
You'll know.
SpongeBob meme folder.
I've left you a warning on the rock. Yeah.
The rocks
These
will
things
tell
can
you.
go for miles.
The vision that I have in my head of this is that he just walks around with a bag full of rocks, and then whenever a
does.
teacher asks him for, like, homework or notes or something, he just says, I know it's here somewhere.
Indistinguishable.
He does carry around a bag of rocks, so. And he does have the thing where you can write on rocks.
Okay,
Right on.
Cantrip.
For a split second, I thought
Maybe.
you were saying ride on
Oh,
rocks.
yeah.
Right.
You
On
can
rocks.
also
Yeah.
do that. I mean,
Like SpongeBob.
you know, it's easy. You cast catapult on the pebble you're standing on. You'll ride it for a good, like, 2 inches.
I have played.
Oh, it's like Breath of the Wild, yes.
I know how this goes.
Exactly. Somebody please cast stop time. I will cast catapult as many times as I possibly can and stand on the rock.
Bye, Drex.
Beep, 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 ding, 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 ding.
Thank you. Olivia. That's the gift we were looking for. Most excellent. So I'm gonna bend Nico's ear now that we all have beverages. So did you?
Wow, that's a little rude.
You
Oh,
planeswalked here? Did you have to drink that substance? That horrible substance that tries to kill you.
No, I have control over my spark. I actually, the first plane, been to a few, but only one I spent much time in besides Theros before was a plane called Kaldheim, actually.
You're kidding! I'm from Kaldheim.
Oh, are you all other than Drex from other places? Other
Yeah.
planets?
Yes,
Those
actually.
two are from the same place. I'll point to Garrison. Yeah, the rest of us are from other planes entirely.
Interesting. That makes sense. The group, it's difficult enough
wait.
to make friends when you're the only one. It's easier to do it when you're all a group of.
Wait.
Outcasts.
Back up, Alar. You said you had to drink something to get here?
yeah,
Yes,
boy,
yes,
I've had
yes.
several drinks to get here.
Not like that. Finn, stop it! You're making me laugh. We had to
This Finn. This Finn is a good Finn.
drink this.
And Finn has walked up now with drinks for everybody.
I'll pass them out. I don't care. You hold your hand up. Just, no, thank you. I put one down in front of you.
We had this tincture that we had to drink. It made us feel like death, and well, I don't know how it made the rest feel. I shrank down into infinite darkness, and then tumbled out into the bright daylight.
Oh,
Yes.
you're thinking the
That
doctor is
sounds-
your friend.
Unpleasant.
I hate
Made
that.
my heart explode.
It what?
You made my heart explode.
No. It what?
But I'm here. It was really fun. I want to do it again.
Well, you know,
I don't think your heart
you can
exploded. I don't
pantomime
think you
it
know what that is.
with this.
Perfect.
Her third drink that she has taken from this rotation.
This is a bad idea.
Nico, do you know about this drink?
It's not a bad idea, is what I know. And they'll take
After-
it happily.
After watching Finn like down his first one, or the one that he just had,
Yeah.
Matsu's gonna do the same. Matsu's gonna do the same with his, and then grab Iman's, and then slowly sip on that one.
Oh no, you can't. As you go to drink it, so like, no. And he like, Nico, like, following, like, he's like, yo, he's right. And he tips, like, you go to pull it down, and like the second, like, if you started, you have to finish it. And he tips it up.
What?
Makes you
Yeah, no, it's really bad if you drink slowly because all of the Everclear is on top.
He like
You
kind of
have to-
chokes a little bit as he.
Yeah, you have to tilt it so that you're getting a steady mix all the way.
Did you come to
That
these
is
explanations
good to
regarding
know.
the origins of veracity or dangerousness of the Ichthys?
Amon, while not participating, is writing down furiously everything that Finn said about drinking the.
And Nico clearly agrees with him too. This third-year student.
So
you-
we figured out that there's nothing to be figured out.
Oh,
There's
superb.
likely something to figure
Excellent.
out.
That is
No
that is
homework.
not what happened.
That's my favorite.
Okay, I lied a little bit. There's potential that there's stuff there, but
We'll study it.
there's nothing that we can really gain from it. At
That's,
least
that's
tonight.
also not true. Okay, that is true.
This is the first project that, and you can tell, like, it's already starting to hit Nico a little bit. You can like hit, like their shoulders kind of relax a little bit. That is the design of it is supposed to hit quick too. This is the first project
Telecarbonation.
that Veronica has expressed interest in. From what I've understood, I've heard several complaints. I was sought at by a little goblin named Drex.
That's
no.
me.
Oh, why did I do? I know. Why did I let you convince me? to
Nico,
do
you're
that?
okay, buddy. I'm gonna give them a big. pat
I
on the
did.
shoulder.
I did very little convincing. In
You're
fact,
right.
I only
I
just
wanted to
barely
drink
set it
that.
down in front of you.
Yes, yeah, I wanted it. I wanted to drink that. That's nice to meet new people that are.
You
I
can
minor
say it.
illusion, just a globe, like a planetary object, and just like a little moon
We're all playing a
begins
trap.
spinning it around the globe.
And
Shared
those who
experience.
don't let destiny define them, it seems. If you're this like this, I appreciate that. I like the wild spirit. It seems that most of you have, at least.
I think Veronica's rubbing off on me.
Imon is not wild. Imon
That should not be done in public.
That's not a problem either. In case I didn't want to offend.
Oh.
Well, why not?
Why didn't I want to offend?
No, I agree with that. Offending people's bad.
Imon, what are you
Well-
writing? I'm gonna get way up on shit and like. You're writing very fast. What is this?
Just notes about what's going on, things that you don't know. You know, if you don't write the things you don't know down, then you won't know them.
Yeah,
Hey, Ava,
all-time
I'm pretty sure.
chronicler of all things with his stories on his arms and shit. You're not taking very many notes. When you recall to your people the incredible origin stories of
What are we called?
no.
Oh, we're
No.
not making a name right now.
Well, no, we've already slain many beasts, and I'm sure there are many more adventures ahead of us.
Yeah,
Literally
we've
only
slain
3 types.
many beasts.
I mean, we
They said
Big.
it was a giant frog at least.
It was a giant.
it wasn't just
Those
one.
frogs
I
were
mean,
bigger
it
than
was
me.
pretty big for a frog,
5 giant.
but was it pretty big?
It was a lot bigger than me.
You know what, Drex? You're right. That's an accomplishment.
It
Gold
really
stars.
is.
For, I'm gonna order
Maybe the
3 gold
frogs-
stars for Vex.
Terrible name. Not
I mean,
full.
Drex.
Also, Vex. Vex can have some.
Vex.
Your dog?
I'm gonna snap my fingers And Chessa's gonna appear, and I'm just gonna sit there and pet my duck.
I didn't forget you have a duck.
It's
It's
how could you forget about
Does it,
Chessa?
Does it have any grapes?
Chessa, do you have grapes? No, she does not have the grapes.
Where does she waddle away?
She does not waddle away. Chessa's a very, very friendly dog. That would
Yes,
be very rude,
naturally.
Ayla.
I'm not quite familiar with waterfowl as a general.
Yeah, I
she
call
is
foul
not
also.
foul.
No, it's the
Oh my.
You said we
Too much
shouldn't
time talking
defend
about
people.
taxonomy.
Yeah, why are we defending people? Every time the monsters come and we try and save them from dying. Why are we doing that?
I'm just testing my spells.
Well, we should really, defend people who can't defend themselves.
We won't know if they can defend themselves or not unless we let the frog kind of bite them a little bit.
But listen, we made so much fun of that Frank guy
Francis.
for not
Francis.
facing
No, yes, it's right. It is
Frankie.
demon frogs, right? And we gave him so much shit for that.
He
Yeah.
deserves it. He's the worst.
That
It was
might
because he
be
ran
true,
away.
But if we don't defend the people, then we're no better than him.
Are we
Good.
defending Francis?
Completely different.
No, we're not defending Francis. We're attacking
Okay.
us.
Why
We're
would we do
attacking
that?
us? Wait.
Yes,
Can we make a
How much
pact?
of that drink did you
Never attack us.
all of it.
drink?
Agreed.
Just so little. That was so much drink.
Yeah, it's all inside of me now.
We're gonna get another round. Okay.
I think you should probably not do that.
I think we should also not do that.
I think it's
I'm just-
something else. I'll handle it. Don't worry. And Nico will go to the bar and order a much more tame round of drinks. We'll have noted those that did not drink them and will not purchase more than those that did drink them.
Speaking of which, what does my pocketbook look like?
Damaged.
Yeah, no, you're good. It's not that expensive. You get 5 gold a week, and these are drinks. You have more gold than you've ever had, and they're like
Yes, I know, but
Yeah.
what is the amount of gold that I'm now should deduct?
not gold, like copper,
Ooh.
like 5 total.
I don't. Maybe you don't know how many of these drinks I've purchased.
One per drink.
Okay, so 2 silver, then.
Okay.
Essentially a fortune in drinks.
Yeah.
Big night on the town. I'm gonna assume the rest of the night goes by in traditional college fashion.
Yeah,
What? Do you mean we all go back to your dorm and start
Oh.
playing Magic and then stay up until 3 a.m.?
Nico has a moment of identity crisis when they see a card of themselves and are confused. What?
You
what?
had
And
this
they
card of me.
explode into shards.
That's on brand.
I'm just kidding.
Extraordinarily, I think this is what I was talking.
No, we have no, it's a game of cards, but like all of the things are like super mundane. There's like a plumber, and like,
Building.
you're just pretending to be like, yeah.
No. I played Office Manager. Office Manager manages the office.
Right. Yes. But I am countering with this instant IRS audit. So,
You don't have enough political. You do not have enough office political capital in order to
I'm
play
the
that card.
HR manager, so
because
I'm pretty
this card
sure
says
I
you
get to
can
tell you what to
sacrifice life
do.
total for capital.
Fine. You know what?
It's called grind 9 to 5. It's an
The
enchantment.
idea of Veronica being an
am
HR
playing Power
manager.
Outage. Nothing gets played for the rest of the time.
I play the customer card and use my activate ability to complain.
To be always right.
Yeah.
According to your manager.
I'm sorry, you can't play that. The power's
This
out.
is
There's nothing we
the
can do to help
most
you.
Oh, I played
Annoying
no.
game ever.
I'll use my interrupt to complain to the manager.
Your complaint fizzles.
About
There's
the
no-
power outage.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
No, it
reasonable.
lands. It's just there's nothing you can do about it, so it's fine.
This is the worst game.
I know. My 9 to 5 enchantment says anytime I want to, I can spend soul points.
You got a 9 to
To
5
gain the
card?
money.
God, that's so valuable.
Bookie.
Hey, Nico.
No,
we're
that
not-
tracks. That's where.
We're not gonna have a game that's canonically called Business the Gathering in this world.
I honestly think we already have.
Oh,
Will,
no.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't think there's
Okay,
much you
in
can do
my
to stop
notes-
it at this point.
In my notes, it says business colon the gathering
Elon Musk is my commander.
is
Oh.
canon.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, we gotta hard focus him.
It's a-
I can't
it's
stand
a-
that guy.
It's a mono black deck. It is straight fucking evil.
It's like an Orzhov thing.
By the way, this is important. Drex, sneakily climbs back up on the table, but like doesn't stand up.
Army crawling on the
You're
table.
just gonna be
Yep.
at head level with everybody else, so it seems like you fit
Yep.
in.
And will climb right in front of Garrus and look at him and say, Garrus,
We're all looking at you.
listen.
Yes.
I reach into my bag and I
Climb
pull out
up
a
the
stone and I
table.
say, here. This is really important for you.
Why is it important?
Just take it, please.
No, he's right. That's extremely important.
I've never seen anything more important in my life.
I have in fact been pranked before. What is the stone?
It's
Look, if you grab it
it's my homework.
and just hold on to it for like a minute, you'll know.
Is it one of those things? It's like an enchantment. It makes you have to go pee.
I just
What?
did it to you, can't you tell?
Oh fuck! I'll be right back.
I will
Garrus,
take the
it's
stone.
important. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, watch this. I run outside.
As you run, it's like, Drax, you can't go pee outside. It's illegal.
Should we not be near him when he's gone?
Okay, I will activate my sending stone that I just gave Garrus and say, look, I can do this now. It's really cool.
Once a day.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I
Garrus?
can hear you through the
Once a day.
stone.
I run back inside. Isn't that cool?
That is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
You should get out
Fantastic.
more.
I'm gonna shoot him on
I-
it. Where?
I am getting out right now.
The monster's gonna shrug.
Is Amon drinking anything?
Absolutely not.
Not even water?
Not well. No. He's not thirsty.
Darn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Garrus, you
around.
can keep that. That works both ways, by the way.
Okay.
Wait, the one that said he used to live in a flying castle says that someone else needs to get out more. How did you get out?
How did I get out? What do you mean? Just because I lived in a castle doesn't mean I stayed in the castle.
Oh, you were flying.
Oh, we're talking about how elite and privileged Jamon is.
His Highness. Comes
Yeah.
from Flying Castle.
His Highness, His Royal Highness.
I'm not. I am royal, but I have no title. It's I'm just.
You could have a
Uh,
title if you
you're
wanted.
not
You can
Prince
just
of
give it to
Lochrain.
yourself.
Yeah, if you want, I'll write a title right at the top of your forehead. And
No, you can choose your own title and I'll call you it. That's fine.
Well,
Own
it's-
land
but
or
that's-
something in Eldraine. Is that not?
It's not. It's complicated.
But
I just can't imagine.
I was under the impression that under your form of government, that if you owned land, that you would have a title by default, that you'd be nobility. Is that not the case?
Well, not. Yes, but also not in the case of. It's very specific. It's a set of circumstances that pertain to both my father and a certain other individuals. So it's
Yeah,
interesting,
you're right.
But your father's not here, so you can
Sounds
have whatever
hoity-toity.
title you want.
Well,
Iman, the sober.
That is a title.
That's a good name.
You're in control of your own fate. Just always remember that.
That's right.
Hey,
Everyone
hey,
gets
Nico.
philosophical when they start drinking.
I may be in control of what is to come, but I'm not in control over what has been. Yet, at least.
Yet.
Nico,
And you tell me that he's not drunk and he is being some kind of philosophical. I don't know what that meant. I also
What did you call us when you met us, Nico? Did you call us the others?
no, sorry. Again, that was he was implying there were others from the other plane. I happened to pause because I was clearing my throat. I was not calling you anything, but oh, sorry. And that was at will. I didn't call you the others, but I meant that it would be others from across the multiverse, specifically.
I do like that though. The others. That does have a ring to it. We're from elsewhere. Even Drex, he's from here, but he's also.
I've never been to elsewhere.
I am a little peculiar. Not a lot of people like me.
Oh, Drexel.
We
True.
like you, buddy.
See
We all
why,
like
but-
you, Drex.
Oh.
I didn't put a frog in your room.
You didn't put a frog in my room?
No,
Why-
but do you
why
want
not?
one?
Yeah.
Wait.
You'll see him.
You did not put a frog in my room, did you?
Think
I
about it for
don't.
a second, and you've not had. There's no way she's had time to have found this out and do this, as far as you know. But also, it's Veronica.
Shrugs.
I don't remember what's where.
That's
Don't worry.
concerning.
I already found my frog. It was-
Oh, okay. So Alar had the frog.
I put it
Oh.
back outside. But I think it's gonna find its way back in. It was very clingy.
Alar of Kaldheim. Veronica of Kamigawa.
Mm-hmm.
Mattia of Ravnica.
Yes.
Garrus and Finn. Garrison Finn of Innistrad. Amon of
Imnistradere.
Eldraine, yeah.
And Drex
Not
of
just any
Arcadius.
old.
It has been a pleasure meeting you, but I should take my leave. I do have I have an 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. This was a I'm gonna get it. I need to figure it out. But I should go.
See you on Fantasy Monday. We'll all be there, actually.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
all be there.
Well,
Why does that
That's
sound
not-
threatening?
Yeah, no, that's not necessary. Okay,
We'll see you on Monday, Nico.
okay.
Fantasy Monday.
Fantasy
Monday. Weird.
Sorry. On Kaldheim, we just say Monday. We just cut it out.
Really weird.
Whatever that
That's,
was.
that's so strange.
Most
Huh.
societies name the first day of the week after their lunar satellites.
What's that?
The moon? The moons?
Oh,
Moon?
I'm in a satellite.
It's an object which orbits another.
Bye,
Wow.
Nico. Goodbye. I'll see you in the lab.
And with that, we will also be calling tonight's session because I can feel the sleep on through the screen on y'all's faces.
No, I'm just role playing.